on rocking the free world.
Keep on rocking the free world!
I'm gonna go up top so you can take a look at my solar. Ooh, it's still a little bit wet up here. Very solid roof though. It was pretty simple, just a buddy of mine had a piece of aluminum left over from a project we did before, and he just in 5 minutes bent it and made some custom clamps, so I've got a permanent tilt on one of the panels. This will not be the only panels I get. I'm also going to put some at the back here later on in the future, just because it's good to have some at the front and back in the vehicle, depending on where you park. Sometimes the front's in the shade, sometimes the back's in the shade. This is 200 watts though, up front. It's going to be great. I still have things to do, like install the TV antenna and whatnot. But, okay, so, one of the things I'm going to consciously do is try to buy domestic whenever possible and keep this vehicle as Canadian as possible. As you know, the Dodge Ram vans are made in Canada, and Islander, who made the RV conversion, is also based here, right here in BC actually. Then they moved to the other side of the country before they went out of business. But the point is, the whole vehicle is Canadian already, so why not roll with that? So the solar panels were sourced from a company in Quebec, and the wood stove, which I have yet to install, is also Canadian made, and everything I order is going to be either built in Canada or at least purchased through a Canadian retailer whenever possible, with the exception of a couple things I've had to get like already from the UK that have shown up already in boxes. But at least the UK is part of the Commonwealth, so that's close enough to being Canadian, right? That doesn't mean I hate other countries, but I mean, come on, I'm patriotic. Support domestic and buy foreign only if you can't find it domestically. So that's going to be my motto for this vehicle. Oh, look, I'm wearing my my own swag. Anyways, it's a beautiful day, so I'm so glad that I got the solar finally done. And as you can see, the rest of the roof is white, which is what you'll see commonly on a lot of dark painted vehicles, vans, motorhomes, whether they're wrapped or whether they're plasti-dipped or whether they're painted. It's always a good idea to keep the roof white for obvious reasons in the summertime. So I'm not worried about the summertime. I've always done well with fantastic fans and lots of ventilation, and I almost never use AC, even when it's up 40 degrees and people are complaining. I always just find a nice shady place to park, usually by an ocean where you get a lot of nice ocean breeze, and I've never had a problem. So I'm going to keep it minimalist as possible. As you guys are going to see, I'm not going to go big with things. I'm going to keep things to the minimum. Like, I don't need 5,000 watts of solar. I really only need a couple hundred watts of solar at the most. And I don't need a 5,000 watt inverter. I probably can get away with 200 or 300 watts to run anything that I would ever plug in. So this is going to be very minimalist, very simple. If you want to go crazy and fill up the whole roof and do all that, you can, but for regular needs like me, it's just stupid to do that. It's overkill. I plug in my laptop once every few days. I open my laptop at this rate lately about once a week and do a little bit of work on there. For the most part, I don't need any power. You'll see my TV soon. It's 12 volt, and everything else is just USB powered. I have no need in my life for any more power than that. So basically all I need is a battery charger, and that's what solar panels are. They're just a battery charger. And there will be a little additional solar going up there soon, just so that you can get all angles and have some at the front and some at the back, because sometimes the panel is completely covered in shade, but the other side of the vehicle is, you know, getting sunlight. So it's good to put panels all over the place for that reason. But as far as my power requirements go, this is almost overkill. I only have one battery right now. It's just the regular 12 volt battery that came with the van, and I'm just going to use it until it's done. And then I'll replace it with 2 batteries like I did in all my previous RVs. Maybe golf cart, maybe not. It's really going to depend on what I find on sale at the time and get a good deal. The 2 12 volt AGM batteries that I put in the last 2 vehicles worked just fine for me. And I never had an issue with a dead battery, like literally never. I drain it down to at most 60%, even with my TV on all the time and all my lighting's LEDs, so it's really all I need. So that's what I'm going to try to do, is keep it at the basic minimums. So lots of work to do on the roof. Wait till you see what I'm going to do with the roof, everyone. You're going to love it. We'll talk to you all soon, though. Keep on rocking the free world, everyone. Hope you're doing great.
Click that subscribe button below and make van life great again. Also available on Facebook and Instagram at Just Incredible TV.